Oh, hey, man.
Oh, hey, man.
Welcome to this very special episode of Expanding the Universe, where we will continue our celebration tour as we are joined by the franchise Slade Holiday, the captain of the Real Beaters, and the captain of the Constellation, Mr. Drew Madsen. Also, the chiropractor in the house,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
my personal consigliere, Mr. Brian Wakefield Schmidt.
Mr. 100, I'm starting to call myself.
We have a pretty Mr. 100.
Yeah.
That is true. Listen, we all know if you showed up for your match against the night shift, you might have had a blemish, but who knows how it goes.
No,
JVD.
no,
That's
JVD was
it's
too
a
busy getting dinner with his parents.
yeah, that's understood that the night shift was a monstrous faction.
Yeah, they really drained us. They got us
Yeah.
revved
yeah.
up.
Listen,
Right.
man. If you want to win faction wars, you got to play a union team in the first round. Happened with Just Business. Happened with you guys. Like,
That's it.
like
That's it. It's doing the work.
it gassed us in the finals, man. We had to play all of the faction wars possible winners until we got to you guys, and then we were like, God, we're exhausted.
Yeah, we were reminiscing a little bit on some of the matches. Myself and Mr. Pollywood had a great series. I mean, he was beating the heck out of me. Couple matches. The tornado. Did you turn two, roll a 20, and I kick out? I don't remember if it was a 20 or an 18, but what the deal is. I just remember I got hit with that All American Cheap Army like turn
Oh, I'll
one,
tell
and I
you.
was
So
like,
so turn two, you played like the fire up line to block me from drawing two cards with my gimmick.
yeah,
So I All American Cheap Army it. Next turn I played the finish strike. You said it
which is
was
like
good.
320s, right? Like something crazy like that.
It's something like that. And then I think I dropped the eight. I think I dropped the 18, and you kicked out of it.
Yeah, and then we had like a very, very grindy game. Like, listen, I said at the beginning of the draft, if I wasn't getting five-star mayhem, I was going for the immortal Brick Brothers because personally, I feel these guys have trios level gimmicks, and
Oh, I
this
agree. No,
set,
they've got the juice. They're strong as
yeah,
hell.
I kind of lack in the finish department, but the fact that like I've spelt it out to people like this, I have amazing red math, right? So 1 in 6 chance I draw two cards on the
Yeah.
bump. On top of the amazing red, I have a singles character that was errated, right? Their gimmick still 10 to a 14 instead of what arguably could be a 10 for a 12. And then for no reason, it's just like if I roll a 20, I break out on my third breakout roll. So it's like a lot of juice there.
And those singles
And
characters have tag team finishes. So
Yeah.
yes, they're not great to be honest. I
mm,
one round I ran the tag team of the year, which was like 20 to a 21, and they discard two cards. And then like a bonus that didn't matter. Because I think it was like increasing agility. And I ended up running for almost the whole event the JKO,
uh,
which um it was just a regular bonus. Let's see if we have it right here. But they discard one at random and then they randomly bury one. So it's like it was like, okay, if I do hit this thing, at least it does some like long-term damage, hopefully. And it added +1 to power and +2 to agility. So basically it was like +5 agility. Um, that's usually what I went with. And then the heart punch was like my MVP. I was doing like a weird combo with the double foot stomp where you flip three and then shuffle back six. So I would shuffle
mhm.
back six and then play the heart punch at the end of the game and flip five strikes. But against,
Ouch.
yeah, that was like my one combo. Against Paul, I switched it out for super steel chain punch. Uh, Mr. Franchise, do you have a faction?
I am with Starmakers Production right now, but
If we could drop that in the chat, I'll
Yeah.
happily edit if
Give me a
that's something you like.
moment.
This is this is definitely speaking of top three
Eddie
rankings. Top
Fury
three,
presents.
Eddie
top
Fury.
no,
three biggest.
I do not represent by Eddie Fury.
This is top three
He's
biggest
not
hammers
having
in the
that.
game right there. By
In the chat,
top three
Steve.
biggest hammers right there.
I do it just because it makes Simon upset.
You
And
had Mr. Slade, you had a couple ideas. One of them I liked a little bit more than the
Okay.
other, which I want to see if we could tweak it because I wanted to compare it to kind of like Will Ospreay.
Right.
I want to make sure that like the power level is there because what you had pitched to me was Sledgehammer or Steel Chain, which are both the same line, right?
Yeah.
So the way I was looking at it is Will Ospreay only gets one card, right? But he has 20 targets.
Right.
And I think you pitched it this way. You technically have around 11 targets, right? Like I'm sure there are some crossovers. Um, so I think to cap it off in only one card would be like a disservice. So I don't know how you phrased it, but maybe if you flip those cards, they go to your hand, up to 3 at a time or something. But or all of them. I know we have a lot of good minds here. All right, so let's get this thing on here.
I thought this.
Was Larry Terra made this one? Is that
Yes,
correct? The logo?
The Star Maker, yes. I believe Bell did the franchise logo. So you can correct me. I think.
I would have said the franchise was the Schmidt logo.
Oh.
I'd be wrong.
I think he should have got Will Ospreay to make the logo. I think that would have been a nice touch.
That would have been a nice touch.
Mm.
Big fan of Will Ospreay. I was reminiscing the other day about being very upset with one of his counterparts, ELP. Because during COVID, they did a stream, if you guys remember, where it was like the highest donor got to come on the show.
Right.
And like, we were the highest donors by like a good margin. And then right before he like pulled us in, he like, I'm going to randomly pick one. And he picked somebody else. And I was like, what the hell?
They duped you, Steve.
They did, yes. They took a lot of our money and gave us nothing for us. Power. What's your power?
I put down 10.
10. Tech.
6.
Agility.
8.
Strike.
5.
Who needs to strike when you got a hammer like that? Sub.
9.
And grapple 7.
7. If we had to, I could flip agility and strike.
It's whatever you want to do. It's fine. So
Like you a power 10?
I put 10.
Yeah, you got to be pretty strong to wield that kind of
thing,
right?
He definitely plays in Atlanta if he's a power 10.
Dealing with puppy jealousy, had to go and settle that. I gave them both antlers. One is bigger than the other, obviously, because one is like 16 pounds, the other's 80.
Yeah, and the little one wants the big one, right?
The little one wants the 80-pound one.
All right. So no cap. Is this too strong? When you flip any number of cards with sledgehammer or steel chain and name added to your hand. Now, like it's only going to give you one lane if I'm not mistaken.
It's
right?
subs, right?
Yeah,
they're all sub. So like
other than
like
other than 16, like sledgehammer or the quad,
and then like sledgehammer slam, right? Like
23, yeah, which in itself is a flip card. So I think that's neat synergy.
Yeah, I mean, is there an issue with if I flipped 5, I got 5 sledgehammers in my hand? I don't really see that, no, because like. You could wall up on strike stops, but like that's kind of it.
Yeah, it's also like he's sub 9, tech 6. Is this the correct stat line?
This is,
yes.
Okay. So like the 15 wouldn't be a stop unless you're lucky enough to know your opponent is sub 5. But I mean, it's only one. Oh, like the steel chain stop is 15.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
So if he's book match against sub 5,
yeah. Right, he's playing bow and arrow or something, right? Yeah.
Right. And then steel chain spin at 13.
Yeah, because Will Ospreay. How is Will Ospreay worded?
It was
when you
during your turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. When you would flip a strike or a grapple, add one of those to your hand, I think. Once a turn, when you flip a strike or grapple, you may add it to your hand, so it is on both players' turn.
Okay, yeah, so he doesn't need the once a turn because he's just saying once, right? Like what turn roll stuff would make him flip? I don't really think anything too much. Pops the crowd,
You
right?
not well. Your opponent could make you flip cards
Yeah.
off the top of your deck. And there's also like, I guess if it works on both players' turn, like double headlock or whatever. But I also think, you know, if he's only getting subs back, then or the very rare non sub weapon cards, I think that's also just fine.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel. Let's see what we flesh out with the rest of this, but I think it's fine.
He's also like some of those stops are like not ideal in every matchup too.
Right.
So yeah, as Slade knows, like so it's like it's already being hampered just a tiny bit. So I don't think that that's an issue.
I do agree. All right, I'm gonna close these files out for now. You can take a look at them. We have two different arts. I kind of like this art.
Is that Matt Hass?
Yeah.
I think that's neat. That ain't bad.
It's like the perfect Matt Hoskins. Because
Oh,
like if
yeah.
you've ever played Matt, he just like, I am not gonna throw a finish
I have had
until I
the
have a
pleasure.
wall of stops.
Hold up, am I looking at the King of Long Island?
That's right,
Uh,
baby.
The King.
The King of Long
himself. When
Island.
this card's in your discard pile.
Not New
The
York.
King of Long Island Spotlight. On top of the +10 in bonus finisher, right? He pitched
Oh
me
my
this
God.
effect. When this card's in your discard pile and the crowd meter increases, your next turn roll is +3. With when this card is in your discard pile, you may switch a card in your discard pile with a card you have in play. And then you may bury this card to put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. So it was
What?
like, oh, every stop any I play, I'm gonna just immediately ditch to my discard pile. Then I can
I'll
pass
swap it with the finish.
Yeah, and then put it back. It was I was like, no way.
Ooh.
Oh, so I gotta do some logo work. How about the bank shot, cartwheel, backflip, hurricane run, and midair suplex? Oh, dude.
Oh my lord.
Yeah,
And none of them are like
Air.
yeah.
none of them are like recurable either by other keyword cards, which is hilarious.
Okay, very cards that you haven't played. What? What's that?
Like throw a
Yeah.
cat, dog, or sheep in there for God's sake.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's jax it up, you know?
Table.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, listen, here we go. We missed out on the table deck. We should reprint it with Polywood in there. That should be the goal.
He's on a couple decks.
Yeah,
or
he should
he's
be
on a
the
couple
table
cards.
character.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's start off with the strike. I have read none of this Slade, so I'm going to be either shell shocked or pleasantly surprised. We'll see how it goes. Schmidt, you have the list here. I read the game.
That is.
Okay, that's never bad news.
I have
Agreed.
some ideas, but we
Let's
can
hear.
go-
You have an idea for this one? I like a starting point. It helps.
I mean, that one I was thinking, something like the +1 to tech and strike for each sledgehammer you have in play. Like a
Easy
plus
enough.
max, a +2 max, or +3 max. I don't know what you want.
What's the name of it?
There's a rammer, jammer, sledgehammer.
I know what
Like
that,
that?
means.
An absolute travesty that sledgehammer isn't yellow.
Oh, I want to be in. I can make the yellow, probably. I don't know.
I think with
But
the trail, I think that would be too difficult.
Right.
The motion blur causing an issue.
What is that like? What's the reference here? Help me out. How about
Alabama Crimson Tide,
man.
their one of their chants is rammer, jammer, yellow hammer.
Yeah.
We just beat the hell out of you. So
Oh,
I
nice.
changed the yellow hammer to sledgehammer.
Yeah, the
All the references are at the Alabama football team.
yeah, there
Big
and there's
Bird's
like
also a yellow hammer, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, there's tons of like businesses named like after Yellowhammer for that reason, stuff like that.
There's alcoholic drink too.
Yeah, yeah.
That does sound like a cocktail.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually like a little bit like it. Slade, would you want it yellow like that, or do you want it regular like metal tones?
That looks good.
I was about to say also like a goldenish hammer is actually kind of sick, right?
Yeah.
And also, if you're supposed to be like the franchise, like thematic, like a gold hammer,
Gold.
like you the center stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty badass. Fort Drew's getting just destroyed.
For once, it's a different Drew, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah. All right. So your technique +1 to tech and strike. Your technique. I had such a good time with Matt making that his art. He wanted me like cover some patches, right? And he'd be like, "You need to take this patch," and he'd name like a very obscure like death metal band, and he'd be like, "And they cover this obscure death metal band logo," and I'm like, "Matt, I don't know what any of these words mean. Like left, right, top, you know?" And he's like presenting it like it's fact.
You're lucky if I just don't put SRG over all of these.
Yeah, your technique and strike skills are +1. Just sledgehammer.
You can do a sledgehammer or
Card.
I was just gonna do sledgehammer because the card's sledgehammer, but
You could do steel chain too, because that
Yeah.
way you don't neuter yourself, and
True.
if you choose steel chain,
And deck building, right?
yeah.
yeah, because then it's like, oh, cool, I can never play my
Steel
I can
chains.
never play steel chains ever.
Yeah. Somebody's grumpy up there.
Always going to the right color is something that or do you have them preset? Okay, that makes more sense.
I know the codes now. Sometimes I screw
Gotcha.
up. I remember F technique is FF9933, and then from there I kind of know the other ones. That's when I tend to confuse.
That's still impressive. Yeah.
It is power. I actually just go to the far right corner. That's that one I don't know the code for.
Oh yeah, just
Uh,
red.
Yeah. Your technique and strike skills are +1 for each card you have played with sledgehammer or steel chain in the name. What is your technique? 6?
Tech
And strike is
6.
5.
Yeah.
Is max +4 too much? I mean, you need to have 4.
That's a big field.
Yeah. That max 3 might be better.
I think max 3 is great. I mean, that if you do that, then it's basically the Johnny Korea sub finish +3/+3.
Yeah,
And
and it
that-
also has sledgehammer in the name, which is like a perk, right?
Ah, there you go. Yeah, because it's not each other. Then yeah, definitely +3.
Yeah, and he could grab it like the ambushes and stuff.
They gonna learn to love air raid crash and ACCW.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
So it's +1 for each card, right? You just get a plus right now.
Oh, nice.
That's true. Yeah. Dude,
Don't
just
worry,
makes
Drew.
you
Air
wanna
raid
go.
crashes in the side deck. I promise.
There you go.
Oh, interesting. Chris, it was so nice to see you in real time.
That's my guy.
Good dude. Good dude, that Chris.
It looks like Paul and Chris and Pagilla will be playing each other for your triad competition.
No,
Is that where we're at?
Yes.
Oh,
it's Paul, Chris, and John P.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. P, press one.
I was
P.
about to say,
yeah.
big difference.
Yeah. One of them's got a big sack, the other one's got a big hammer, so we don't confuse the two of them too much.
Yeah, I'll need to send Boss the Photoshop I made that I sent Paul.
I predicted those three winners too. So
Did you? You might hit
Yeah.
it.
Might
I will have a good prize if it hits. Who do you have winning the whole thing?
Chris.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a damn minute.
Dude,
That math's not mathing.
I'll send it to Schmidt as well. What I made Paul this morning after he saw.
Paul, who did you end up signing up as? I don't remember offhand.
Pretzel
Wizard.
Wizard. Pretzel Wizard.
Oh, very nice. There are two people in this world who run Shakedown. The Pretzel Wizard players and Fotista, who randomly runs Shakedown with his deck, which is just epic.
Yeah, I don't give a. Thankfully, I didn't finish the word there, but
Yeah, that was close. You see.
it was close.
What is the
Don't worry.
submission
I
code?
had,
Just
I had
so under-
500 ready to go.
Thanks.
What movie is it? Oh, I love that movie.
I erased the Tucker and just put John P. Must Die.
That's funny. I love John Tucker What's Those. You thought it was bad? I mean, I wouldn't say it was a masterpiece, but it was just like a silly chick flick, I thought. Don't people love Ready to Rumble?
I was about to say that's not a bad. Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, you love that movie.
So
Schmidt, were you muted this whole time? I want to
No,
kick
I
you
wasn't.
right in the
I-
nuts from this.
So, John Tucker Must Die is right above Dragon Ball Evolutions and Batman. and Robin.
Whoa, hold up. Come
Yep,
on, man.
Yep. That's where that movie belongs. Yep.
I
It's
saw
a
a
tough
clip
scene.
today. This is way off topic, but I saw a clip today from Detective Pikachu,
Yeah.
and like, I feel like I've started to watch Detective Pikachu like on many a flight and never finished it.
Okay.
And the ending of it seemed like kind of nuts. If that was the
It's a
actual
really good movie.
I fell asleep during it.
same. Yeah, like I
Oh.
couldn't get through it. But the clips I saw of the spoilers, like who the bad guy is at the end, I was not expecting it to go down that route. But anybody seen that movie? Is it good?
Yes.
Is it worth getting through?
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Ryan Reynolds.
Alright.
Ryan Reynolds is really good, but I'm a
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds mark. Period.
Slade, what's the name of this movie?
That one is the art. No, that's the Alabama Destroyer.
Second Canadian.
Alabamian destroyer.
Misspelled Alabama.
Alabama. As we
How
are
do I
most.
spell Alabama? Ala
Get rid of the first M.
Get rid of the first M.
Alabama Destroyer.
There you
Gotcha.
go. Destroyer.
And did you have
yes.
something for this?
This one I do not.
You misspelled destroyer too. You need to swap the R and
Jesus.
the
Or no.
Yeah.
Hey, you were distracted by that.
No, I'm just so I gotta have some touch of dyslexia, some shit, something. You almost got me too, Drew, and I only got the $5 right now.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wait a second. This one might have been I don't know, spotlights are better on grapples, but I was thinking about doing a spotlight where if it's in the discard pile, instead of taking one card back for Sledgehammer or Steel, you can take one of each.
Hang on 1 second. Let me just make sure I understand.
Steel chain and steel chain. When flipped. Or
When
something.
flipped? Well, right now you're getting both, right? Unless I'm mistaken. on the way
No, we
it's
get
working.
one.
I thought it's just flip any.
When you flip any card with sledgehammer or steel name and add it to your hand.
I don't think right now that counts as a limit, right? The way
Yeah,
it's
right now I
worded.
don't have you capped. So like if you
Okay.
flip
Yeah.
3 cards and you flip 3
Okay.
sledgehammers, you would get all 3 of them.
Okay.
And the reason why I was suggesting that is because you
Mm.
have like way less triggers than Will
True.
Osprey.
True. So
Um,
then I don't know. Then I don't have anything for the grapple. The finished grapple. Then I was thinking of the spotlight, but
Yeah.
Polka and Tapley are saying to make your sledgehammer and steel chain count as both, make them
Yeah.
count as having both
Mhm.
names. I don't know what effect that would have. Because like you already get all of them back. Like you don't choose.
Well, I guess if you did like Steel Chain Uprising, you search for Sledgehammer.
Okay. Yeah, that's neat.
Well, this goes you just go pile your cards with Steel Chain and Sledgehammer in the name.
If he does the 18 that can add one of those cards back, he could also get steel chain or sledgehammer, so that works.
When this goes, you just go pile your cards with Steel Chain or Sledgehammer. Are considered to have both in the name, or should
Yeah,
it like
would
actually
benefit
say?
Well, basically they're saying would benefit for both having both names.
You also misspelled when.
Well, yeah, Waheen.
Ween. I had to
When
break the
this card is
news.
in your discard pile and your cards with Steel, your discard pile. I should have just started the sentence over, like trying to change it to a different sentence. Your cards with Steel Chain or Sledgehammer in the name are considered to have both in the name, or should I actually just write out Sledgehammer and Steel Chain?
Both in the name would be fine.
Yeah.
Less wordy.
Yeah.
yeah.
See, because you see you running out of room there.
Yeah,
Gonna have to start covering up Eddie Fury's head if you have to drag it up.
wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, yeah.
What was your agility?
Agility is
8.
8.
That's what I'm saying. He can run steel chain spin, but agility 8 pretty good most places,
Yeah.
especially in ACCW.
Yeah, it was I was loving when I was playing Sergeant Yoga and I had like a dead spot to use the Steel Chain spin. It was like so perfect. Because like
Mhm.
open field, I probably would run it. But when you know your opponent, it's like you just got to take the stop. Steel Chain spin, good card deck.
Yep.
Anything that top decks a finish and like also could be a big stop is really cool. All right, when this card's you just go pile your cards with Sledgehammer or Steel Chain in the name are considered to have both.
They're saying only if you do quotes.
happened?
Polka is saying it. Your cards with Sledgehammer in the name also have Steel Chain in the name, and your Steel Chain cards have Sledgehammer in the name.
Let me
Yeah, that would be the same thing. Your card in the name are considered to have.
there. In the chat.
That also works. Steel Chain in the name. Michael Kirk said, "How is it worded with Ninja Firebirds?"
I don't remember.
That's a good point. Grapple, power 10, Submission 9,
Agility 8.
and grapple is what?
A 7.
7.
We'll go through all the bonuses at some point. We're just putting some stuff down thematically.
Seaboarding works. Just give this a +4 to 5 or 6 to save space.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like. Seems like very agility thing.
It's 8 to a 9, 6 to a 9. That's
You know, it'd be pretty funny. These should say like, if your opponent's agility is +1 on all these agility on all these destroyers, right? They're like doing the flip. Whoever suggested a +4 might be right. Come on, man.
Yeah, Kirk said +4 to the 5 or 6, which both good. As like one of his like non-recurable finishes, that's fine. Because he definitely wants this in the discard pile.
Yeah, spotlight up in the.
And what was this one called?
RTR.
RTRR. What does that mean?
Roll tide roll.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually a cool name too. Just this RTR.
Yep. I don't have anything for this one.
Roll tide roll.
Make it a biggin.
Hey, yeah.
It's the most protected. Make it hit.
Who's his arch? Like, what is their football rival?
Auburn.
Auburn.
What is their like colors or team name, anything like that?
Blue and orange. So
Blue
yeah.
and orange.
So you could do tech and
Grapple.
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 +2 grapple.
I was
+2
gonna
or
say
3
minus
tech.
their colors. I don't, you know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All cards with tiger in the name are blank.
Or just make it a tiger driver.
What if it was like? I don't even know if there any are there.
Kirk saying make the sub like root beer guy sub with the steel chain and sledgehammer.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Root beer guy is +2 to the 7, +1 to the 5, +2 to the 6. If you have both keywords in play, your opponent gets 2 breakout rolls.
That's gonna be really easy for him.
So not something to shut down. Well, there's no strikes with tiger, right? Unfortunately. I'll start making tiger kicks. Tiger kick, tiger uppercut.
I don't know how many cats there are.
Cat uprising.
Oh, and catch these hands, I suppose. And catch twist kick.
Yeah.
Catch twist kick is pretty serious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it worth that meme or?
It's pretty much just those two.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. What did Pagillo said? Did the root beer?
Polka said something.
Yeah, Polka said the root beer guy sub finish, which I think if he's got the grapple and discard, and then he has he gets 2 breakout rolls, I don't think that's like too big of a thing.
Cry of the Tiger, says Kirk.
I mean, root beer guy's gimmick's kind of jank. I don't know if you're as janky, but what was it? +2, +2, +2?
It's +2 to the 7, +1 to the 5, +2 to the 6. I focus strike on root beer guy. That strikes bonkers.
+2. I'm trying to remember offhand what the 5 was.
The 5 is strike.
Oh, it's +1 strike, +2 technique. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's that. If it was a carbon copy, that's what it would be.
Another card with chug, and another card with mug, and then the opponent gets 2 breakout rolls.
That
Chug
it
and
needed
lug?
chug and mug for
Chug a mug
guy.
for root beer guy.
Technically, it needed that phrasing because it's called chugging and mugging, so that's why it had to be another cards with those in play.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I do have the Auburn fan. I am putting the submission on the Auburn fan.
What, on Brimer?
Brimer.
Yeah, primer.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I mean-
South Alabama.
It would have been if we did like your opponent's technique is -2, their grapples -2, and then I don't know, instead of this, what if you did this? Let's do the theme. Hold on. Drew gonna hate this.
New Pope has been elected, according to the dude.
The
Cool.
opponent's technique and grapple skills are -3. Their card with steel chain. Would you want to do
Princess.
that or the flat bonuses?
Fine with that.
This is, what do you think? I mean, it's just I was just doing it to like take out their colors, you know.
Princess Anika says -2 to grapple, -2 to tech. If your opponent rolls 4 or lower for their breakout roll, they cannot break out.
Ooh.
Mean. Well, I kind of leave it up to Slade which direction he wants to
Oh,
go
yeah.
before.
For
What
sure.
was- I like this one right here.
Alright, there you go. Pope is usually chosen pretty fast. I think it's been centuries since it's more important. Let's see.
Set up the
So-
steel chain would be kind of nice too, right?
So, do you want to leave it as it is with the spotlight? Does it only need one keyword card in play, or does it should it be another? So it has to have 2.
I don't know.
that-
I mean, do you think
that-
that the spotlight combo is too good? Like, really, like, I mean,
A
if they have
non-blanked
a-
spotlight
it
just
hits
to make it
very
one
good.
fewer. Yeah. They could also have low technique and grappling. It just does not much, but
that's what I'm saying. And, like, I feel like you really need the stars to kind of align for this to be like powerhouse. Like, if they have like a 9-8, that's real good, right?
yeah.
2 breakout rolls, they like they're 10 or bust, you know.
hmm
I don't. It's not really jumping out on me as anything that's too crazy. I mean, whenever I see something like this that takes the combo, you got to keep in mind that like you could get burned or toss a pretzel or do
Right.
something to keep you alive. So
Play test it. So see how it works.
yeah, I don't think it'd be a major issue.
Yeah.
Somebody's shouting on up there.
I like that strike. But +3/+3 is sick when it already has +1.
Those are like some of my favorite finishers that like can grow but also benefit themselves. Where it's like you're always getting a +1/+1 at worst, but like you could stack
Yeah.
up,
It's to the 5 and 6, so whatever.
you know. Lots of people. Jackie Bigfoot, Hidden Threat, Centipede, Ranger, King of Strikes, Jax, Jackie Bigfoot.
Depending on what which line you want to run that day, Slade, those +1 or -1 for stops are kind of neat.
Right.
Because what sledgehammer is that? No, that's not 2 or less. That's just if you have another sledgehammer, right?
Which is
the
kind of cool
sub.
because now you can have a sledgehammer or a steel chain. so I
Right,
think that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I know steel chains 1 or greater.
How often you get down to games in person?
Ugh.
At all, any else later?
Not many anymore.
Yeah.
I do have the SEC championship tickets every year, so when Alabama's in there, I go to that.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Also, folks, live now on supershowthegame.com is the barbed wire cards and just the barbed wire right now, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Destroyer.
Yeah. Barbed wire. I already got one image done. Looks pretty sick.
How gory can we go? Just asking.
I guess it's barbed wire. I'd say go nuts, right?
Cool. I have an idea.
Oh, well, I have the think tank here. After we do the chiropractor, I have
Think tank.
something I want to work on.
Okay. Yeah. I could call the Brain Trust in. They're all on lunch right now.
I'm gonna have to remake this tree.
Oh
Yeah.
God. All right.
What was this one called? The whammy jammy slammy sledgehammy or something like that?
Rammer, jammer, sledgehammer.
All right, let's take a little double check before I close this out. Franchise. When you flip any card with sledgehammer or steel chain name, add it to your hand. Your technique and strike skills are +1 for each card you haven't played with sledgehammer or steel chain in the name. Max +3. That was very nice of you to say +3 when we had a 4 on the table. Appreciate it. When this card's in your discard pile, your cards with sledgehammer or steel chain in the name are considered to have both sledgehammer and steel chain. Oh, this is kind of botched.
Dude was watching like a hawk. He was like, "Did he fix the typo in the grapple yet?"
Your opponent's technique and grapple skills are -3. If you have a card with steel chain and a card with sledgehammer in play, your opponent gets 1 fewer breakout roll this turn. Nice. Take that, Mimic.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any other cards for you that we have to do, Slade?
I got two creative cards.
Which ones?
The number 16 and an entrance.
Oh, I think those are printed.
Are they printed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull them up.
And-
One
and
was
that-
the sledgehammer beatdown of Doom, right?
Right.
That one, right?
Yep.
That's one of the prize
And the
cards, isn't it?
entrance was. There's some stuff we should. The entrance was.
The grapple has a misspelling quotation marks too, says Michael Kirk.
There we got that one.
Yep.
Yeah, you can special request those. I have them in house. Grapple has a
Okay.
spelling.
On the grapple
Finish.
finish.
Uh-huh.
Where is it, Kirk? It says the quotation. The grapple has a misplaced quotation marks too.
Okay, show me.
I'm waiting for him to respond.
Oh, it's after this very bottom.
Oh,
last
yeah.
line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You put the after the name instead of after the extra chain.
Thanks,
I'm
Mr.
just saying how
Kirk.
much I love the Canadian Destroyer as a move. Like I pop for that move every time I see it.
It is fun. It is fun as hell.
See it in
Uh,
AEW every week. It
and
never
this-
kills anybody.
Yeah,
And this picture that Elvis did was just nasty. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
yeah. Elvis, he's been on fire lately.
Yeah.
I was mentioning before we went on stream that he has a whole box set for like if we did a reprint of Big Shot versus Rising Sun, like we did with the
Yeah.
um, Reverse
And
Sacred.
then I do have, and I've sent it to you, but I have never seen an art for it. I was trying to do with the I got because I defended the Triad card, an alt version of this of my character.
Uh-huh.
And I sent that one with me and you, where you giving me the belt. I don't know if they ever made an art of the picture of that.
I will check for you. Is it in our chat
I've just
or email?
yeah. I can send it again.
Oh, this one here, yeah. I'll vote for you.
No period after the name either. You fixed it. Right. Okay, Kirk. Thank you.
Good. All right, so that one looks good. I will have
Yep.
an update for you shortly. And you want it to be an alt art character?
I was going to do one with like you giving me the belt.
Yeah, that picture is great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you want to use that for a card or a character? I can do the alt art.
The alt. I mean, whatever you said. I think you said because I defended the belt that I get an alt art
Yeah,
character.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you could choose it. Like, if we could just use the art for something else or a character, it doesn't matter.
I was just going to
But as soon as I have the
redo the franchise one with that picture as well.
sweet, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Memes dealer
Alright.
appreciates that 16 so much.
I know. Joel's been going, when am I going to get those cards from you?
I was talking with Sean. It's like we got a new 16, baby.
What's the tech with that?
It brings
pumps
us
the
6, 2, and 8 for the strike finish. So
Oh, nice.
strike becomes +2. When he's already running like steel chair to make the 78. The 68 is hard to get
That
to.
is true.
I have also
Yeah, give me a possible trick for Bruce.
I've won also an alt card I haven't done yet. And I got to create another creative character, but I'm waiting for mine and Chris's characters to be built, so then we can do a tag team of that.
Oh, nice.
Hardcore memes dealer.
What?
Let's see what Val in this folder.
Oh, Val's got some. Ooh.
It looks like Val is still working on. Oh, who else is he appending?
He had that music guy that he think, unless he did that on his own. That he showed on his Facebook.
Yeah, I think he had more than that. Val has been doing very he doesn't. I no longer get the surprises of.
Steve talking like Flash.
Yeah, sometimes you guys see it for me if I'm not checking his folders all the time, which I'm fine with. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I was saying sometimes you guys see Val stuff before me.
Oh.
Just because the way we have it now set up with folders, he just uploads.
Chiropractor.
There he is, baby.
That's it. He's here.
The real beater.
Hopefully he's not cracking backs right now and can finally be here for his segment.
What are you doing to
Roll
Johnny?
that beautiful bean footage.
All
Let's
right, man.
go.
What are you doing to Johnny Korea there? He's at
If we need to blur Johnny Korea's mouth, I know that. He makes some very X-rated noises whenever he's being worked on.
All right, so I need the bunk.
The
He
bomb.
has an extra finish too.
The 16 is a like slam through the cage door. It's +2 to grapple on finish rolls with steel chain text.
Why does this knee want to download?
Power requirement.
Memes dealer has 8 or 9 power, right?
He's got 9 power. Yeah.
Yeah.
My man Swaggy D's not in the chat, right?
Swaggy D.
I can raise them.
Raise
I'll just put in pictures, of what's her name from NXT.
Bark.
Which one?
Respectfully.
Respectfully. I'm sure it's a Vacher.
Yes.
That's what I thought. If I had to guess,
Stephanie Vaquer.
I was like, who would you prefer, Stephanie Vaquer or Liv Morgan? I was like,
Shining Wizard on the boss.
That's Jason.
That's Jason. That's my song.
That's Jason.
That's the
Crossbow,
song.
Yeah. No hat. Dead giveaway.
yeah. You need the hat, yep.
Who's the red mask?
I was joking with Paul when the face card came out. I was like, looks like Paul is another secret Asian with how
Secret
giant
Asian, man.
with how giant that Filipino flag is.
Yeah, really throwing up the set in the
The
background.
what? Oh, that-
Really throwing up the
I read
set.
that comment in your voice. Yeah, he's like, the what?
The what? What do you
was like-
mean?
What an
I was like,
insane
how are you
comment
gonna
out of
take public
context.
jabs at the guy on his birthday? I'm like, it's not a jab, dude. It's real. He says it. Yeah. It is impressive though. That's why he looks so young. He says, secret agent, Asian genes.
Yeah, when I was playing him, I was like, I knew that Fu Manchu was coming in kind of nice.
Huh.
Ron.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why he's flicking everybody off.
Wow. Ron. Jesus, man. I thought my comment was, what the hell?
I gotta hear
Listen,
it. Let's hear
he-
it.
No.
He listen, I know whom he's married to. He could say it.
Yes. Confirm. He can.
That's just see Ron.
You stay. You
I
stay.
knew he was gonna say it.
I say you stay. You stay in this house.
Yeah, this must be really good. And I can't see it, but
No.
I know. I want to hear it.
He said rice stays nice.
all right, let's move on quickly.
You should
I
have a,
saw this stupid like roast
you
video.
should have had a crack in the neck of the.
Right?
Brick. They did it was some roast of some Asian guy on the internet, and somebody was like, Brock from Pokemon is real, right? And there was one that was like terrible.
God.
But-
Oh.
It was
Oh,
like
wow.
And his donuts.
it was like he could blindfold with dental floss, which I thought was like horrible but hilarious at the same time. Mr. Pollywood, there we go.
Doctor.
All right.
Dr. Polly.
Dr. Paul. Sorry.
He
Dr.
graduated.
You worked hard to get that. All right, what is your stat line first?
All right, so the stat line I based off an actual chiropractic adjustment, what it would be. So the two most important aspects are speed and technique, and the least important one is power. So it is
Really?
from top to bottom, it's 5, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8.
I like that.
I like
You know, at first I was thinking power was going to be high, but when you said it, it kind of makes real sense, right? It's not about force. It's kind of about
No, it's about finesse and getting the right,
Force
vector.
at the
It's not
right
about-
segment.
yeah.
It's not
Right.
about just mashing you. Otherwise, we would just have Titan do it. I don't have to do anything.
Tight. Well, I cured your back pain. You're also crippled, but you're good now. Yeah.
And then
Job's done.
6, 7, 8 is also a reference to the Atlanta area code, which I thought was fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Too bad as you represent TVA in Alabama.
What was the gimmick?
The gimmick is it's Pretzel Wizard gimmick, but it's for grapple instead of submission. When you hit a card with, and I just went for the rhyme. I went with back and crack.
So he's back hurting also.
Yeah.
Guy plays a ton of Pretzel Wizard and back hurting.
He knows where every back card there is.
Back.
Right.
Princess Nika says, "Good news, your lower back pain is gone. Bad news, your spine is severed, and you no longer can feel your lower back or anything."
When you hit a hard back or crack.
Yeah, I screwed up on mine thinking the word and. I'm like, oh no.
No, you hit a grapple? Is it grapple? Is it grapple? Or is he submission? I don't remember.
It was a card with back crack, then draw one card or add one grapple from discard to hand.
When you hit a card with back or crack in the name, is it during your turn or no? Because I don't think Pretzel Wizard has stops.
He has a couple. He's got Pretzel Twist, Skull Twist, Twisting
nice.
Lash.
Oh, so he does,
Yeah.
You get all three back lashes, which like I was thinking there's a lot of back.
Yeah.
Right? Stop wise. No. I feel like back on the. What if it was spine? I'm sure there's not a lot, but we could add more. Leveling back up. Oh, I would love that because it would pump me on spins. Backlash. Calling for backup. There's a lot of backs. I feel like. Hold on. 1, 2, 7, 25, 22, 11, 23, 20. Back might be way too many on that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought too, because I mean, it is a lot. So I started with the rhyme. What if it was, instead of back, what if we kept it themed? What if we flipped it to table instead of back?
Oh, I was going to say, spine. Well, table is something that's pretty good too. Spine doesn't have a lot at all, right? We have Spine Breaker, Spine Shaker. I mean, I'm going to pump the spines as a Sergeant Yoga guy now, so you have my word on that. Spine Shakers, you have 23, 17, 20, 14, which is meh.
Well, I was going to say on off Power 5.
Oh, he is Power 5. Table.
That's why Spine is a little
Yeah.
What if it was just on your turn if it was back?
I don't know. I mean, how many are there? I stopped counting when I saw like 20. How many is there?
Let's see. They're mostly in the same slots. Like it's mainly grapples. Let's see.
Let me just pull up Pretzel Wizard.
Crack, there's like not too many.
Would neck be better?
Neck. Let's see, how many necks are there?
Neck vice is 24.
Swinging neck breaker. Neck breaker. If it's neck, then it definitely doesn't need to be on your turn.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think neck does. I don't think spine does. I don't know about table really. Table is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he showed up to Grand Gathering and like pulled out a table and started adjusting people.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. The neck has swinging neck breaker, 21s, which he will not play. Boot to the neck, which Tech 9 he won't be playing.
You guys are chickens, man.
Neck.
I went to the finals in CAC with a chicken wing on my 10, baby.
Say neck vice, neck burner, hanging neck breaker. Those are all the necks.
I'm gonna check crack too. I don't think there's much for crack at all, right? Thunderous Rib Cracker.
That's his
Back
favorite
Cracker. Oh, I love that card. It's only 2 cracks, right?
There's back cracker, cracking down. Yeah, those
I mean,
it's
there's the new
that and crack.
24. There's the new 24 promo card that's got this like figure 4 crack or something like that.
What
Kirk
about
is saying,
crack, neck, or spine?
hold on. So Kirk is saying, just make him back hurting at +2 instead of the -2, and discard a card.
I mean, he really likes Pretzel Wizard.
Yeah.
Like Pretzel Wizard, the thing is about him, like he had such a powerful gimmick because his cards were jank, you know. So I don't know, like when he came out, it was like shakedown, pretzel, nothing too
Pretzel
crazy.
twist.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gotten quite a bit of love with like the skull twist. He's got a 25 and 27 now, where Paul would not
Yeah.
on any of these.
What about crack, neck, or spine? I mean, again, like I will try to pump out these keywords for sure. Spine for sure, just because I need more spins. So,
I mean, that's themed. So if you did that with those 3, I think that would be fine.
Oh, 3-3.
I don't see an issue with that.
That's and honestly, like it kind of works out with neck because if you're grapple 8, power 5, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to play into a keyword with neck breaker.
That's so funny that he gets a neck breaker.
Well, we didn't start off with that,
Yeah,
but we're
yeah.
here now.
No, but it's just funny as like a chiropractor, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even listen, if you're aggro, right?
Disclaimer: neck breaking is not what we typically do.
Yeah,
or
I
ever,
mean, I
so,
probably would use neck crank. I know that sounds crazy, but draw 1, flip 2, +1, pick up 1 seems pretty good.
But you
No, I think
can,
that would be fun.
but you
Yeah.
can break a neck if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's the threat that it could be, but
Yeah, for sure he can.
But will you?
Uh,
I mean, it is Tech 9. I do know how to do it.
Let's
Screw around with
see.
chiropractor, folks.
what we used to do in
Spine.
school, I don't know if anybody ever did this. It was like a stupid thing where like you would have the Tic Tac container in your hand
Yeah.
and like make like you crack in your neck and like crack the Tic Tac case,
Ooh.
and it would make this like super loud like noise. If you'd be like, "Oh my god,"
I do, Paul. I do kind of look. I'm just looking through keywords and stuff now. I do like the tech of having Strong Island Tabletop Spine Buster, hitting that, making your 8 into a 10.
Yeah.
I honestly I think it's better because like back and table are just good, and I don't need it. It just seems like it'd be abusive.
There's
This is like
there's
you gotta,
too many now. Like
Yeah,
I know.
you got to
yeah.
pull
That's what
some
we were talking
random
about last
things out
night. I was
there.
like, this is probably a lot of cards. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's totally fine.
we
But
were
like
we were
Neck
talking.
Vice is an insanely good card, right?
Oh,
now
yeah.
I feel like you're
Right.
playing Neck
Yeah,
Vice.
yeah.
Don't be
The,
messing with
This
my
one I was
uncaged.
telling,
Don't be messing with my uncaged beast.
Yeah,
I was
the,
coming up with stuff that was like on theme. I'm not John Game Balance, so I understand completely.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said with Pretzel Wizard, he was very like, all right, we're gonna take some
Niche.
janky card. I think I
Yeah.
literally was like, shakedown is unplayable. How do we make this card playable? Give somebody a shake keyword,
Yeah,
And-
the I think we were talking. It's like yeah, he obviously wanted table, but the table deck kind of ruined that bit.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like now there's tables on like everything.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
table
like through
had
credit
nice
I was like,
synergy.
oh, that's great.
It was
But yeah,
nice.
no, I'm totally satisfied with that. That's perfect.
My uncaged beast deck.
Oh
Yeah, I don't want to step on your toes, Slade. I don't want to do that.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, the
I still need to
spoiler
pull out
alert,
Booker Mania for that.
spoiler alert, ladder deck coming soon
Yeah, baby.
Ooh.
by Val.
Thank God, the ladder matches are going to be a lot more bearable to deal with in book matches than having to just hope I can get bladder punch in play.
I threw bladder punch in instead of spinning elbow on Faction Wars, which I was kind of happy with that choice. It was a little. I think I splashed like ambush with the ladder and bladder punch.
You're talking about
Tried
like
to
for
get
the captain's match in the semis.
Yeah,
I threw in bladder punch and like gathering the ladder. I thought it was crazy. Booker did like all of his strikes on Big Bad Bobby D were ladders and like had the ladder strike finish, and I'm like, you literally caused a massive blow up over a Big Bad Bobby D strike finish, and then you didn't run either one of them.
That was that was bold. I don't know. I don't know if I would have went with the ladder finish.
I
Neither
would.
one of us went with the table or ladder finish for the TLC match, which
Yeah.
it's a huge benefit, but it's also such a detriment to the other matches, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was also in TLC. I see.
Oh,
Oh, hey Schmidt, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Let's start with the finish sub. I want to start there if you don't mind.
That boss was controlling that. So yeah. Steve,
Okay,
you wanna-
boss, do you do me a favor?
yeah.
Yeah, pull up the finish submission if we're gonna do the finishes. Now I want to start there.
Sure.
Oh boy.
It's so pink.
Johnny's face is so.
I feel like I want to throw like a peanut in his mouth or something. Like a horrible looking.
No, I need to pixelate it.
Yeah, he do be getting a little X-rated when I'm working on him. And one time I brought him to my public office, and I was like, "All right, you can't do that here. You can do that at home all you want. Don't do this."
Yeah, Piglet's
what-
used to
what was
hearing
worse?
that.
Le Penguin eating tiramisu or creme brulee, whichever one it was, or Johnny Korea getting judged.
Oh, it's creme brulee. I've heard that story.
Oh, I love me some penguin.
Because I brought up the fact that I made creme brulee, and it's like, oh, you gotta tell Penguin.
Yeah. I actually, with my kids, I was making like a banana creme brulee. It was really banging. It was
Oh,
so
that
good.
sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I
Sounds
made-
it's not actually too hard.
No.
I actually screwed up one time because I bought a torch off Amazon to make it with them, and not realizing that you have to buy the
the
fluid
can
separately.
yeah.
It doesn't come like loaded, which I guess
No.
makes sense.
Huh.
yeah, yeah, absolutely not.
All right, Mr. Hollywood, what's the name of this one?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna put it in the chat. The name of this one is Snappin' and Trappin'.
Hmm.
It's named after one of my favorite Outcast songs.
A big the Andre 3000 fan, man.
3 stacks.
Oh,
Did
I
you
was
listen to the flute music at all, or no?
Don't tell Possum, but I do dabble.
do dabble in the flute music.
He
It was
absolutely
alright. It was
hated
fine. You know, it was. I mean, he's
Yeah,
obviously
it's
very
fine for what it
talented,
is.
but- Yeah,
You know, I didn't expect him to, in the middle of the flute album, make Return to the G Part 2. You know, it's a flute album. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
I Paul, I'll tell them now. I had to say under oath. I had to explain under oath what International Players Anthem was in a deposition.
Really?
Yes, because the caption on the Snapchat had it, International Players Anthem, and the lawyer asked me what it was, and I was like, "It is a rap song by Outkast and Underground Kings, the UGK."
Would you
And
be willing to recite the lyrics for us publicly? No, sir. No.
I say, but that's whenever I get my the transcript, I'm cutting that out and framing it. My lawyer was like, "Thank God it wasn't NWA," and I'm like,
I was snapping and trapping do.
So I wanted to come up with, a unique effect based around what I do. So what this effect is if stopped, the crowd meter is now a tables match until the crowd meter increases.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it actually a tables match, or is it considered a tables match, which is a big difference?
I guess considered as long as the crowd meter like things is the same.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
it works better with considered, you put that in there.
You get what I'm saying? Like, is it like I'm not sure the intention here. Is it literally now a
Okay.
tables match, or like is it just a tables match for your card effects?
Oh no, yeah, I think he wanted it like as actually a tables match just for that crowd meter.
Yeah, that would be the intent, is to actually make it a tables match. If we have to
So-
tone it down into just for card effects, then I understand.
If it's crowd meter 1, it's like, well, no bonuses unless you hit that finish grapple. G.
If
Well, I mean,
stop,
there's still bonuses. It's just extra bonus.
Right. No crowd meter bonuses is what I'm saying.
If stop, this is becomes a tables match.
Be right back checking on pups.
but it would. I would love to if this was the effect, since the table deck is out of stock, reprint him as the table character. Because then like everyone would get this with it, right? Crown Meter
Mhm.
is now a table match.
And
This crowd meter is is that enough phrasing to say it's not permanently a tables match?
Yeah, just until the crowd meter increases. So as soon as it goes up, or like someone plays, foot on the ropes or whatever, it goes right back to normal.
So add until the crowd meter increases. Because I was wondering if
Correct.
this
Yeah, not
crowd,
permanent. Not permanent. It's just until the crowd meter increases. So it's not a permanent.
until
if you're a crowd meter 1, and you play this and it gets stopped, then it's now turned into a tables match until the crowd
Until it's
meter
crowd meter
increases.
2. Yeah.
Dude saying,
Shouldn't cover Pollywood's
yeah,
face.
shouldn't cover Hollywood's face.
Right. I definitely thought that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to spray paint over it. It's gonna take a little tweaking though. What's your submission?
7.
There it is.
So if I did this,
You could drop the banner down across his torso. That's fun. That looks better.
You have a 0. Then you got a white top at the top. Is there a
yeah, well, I'm gonna do a little
uh,
spray paint
yes.
magic here.
Would it, Kirk saying, would it make it also consider a tables match so it doesn't mess up Grand Battle or similar matches?
I don't. I think that there would probably be some sort of rule where.
Yeah, I mean, that would be up to the GM's discretion. It's like, you're not going to mess up a grand battle because that just ruins the whole premise of what we're doing,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you put if this is a singles match. Hang on one second.
I mean, you could do, I guess if you want to do that, like, if stopped, if it's a singles match or something like that. I would just think we could all understand that, like, if it's a multiplayer match, I can't switch a tag match to a tag table match kind of deal, That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it. Unfortunately, everything has to be kind of spelled out, or else there's
Yeah.
uproar. If stop, and this is a singles match, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that would cover it.
You mentioned tag.
Hell,
I got you, Paul. I got you. You can't see it, but I got you.
Yeah, we're clarifying it now there, Kirk.
I know everybody's excited to say we're going to use Santa Calais to change the grand battle to not a grand battle. Nope.
This is where you, as a game creator and Netrunner,
No,
could just say
yeah.
no.
Is Jeremy doing that?
Yeah.
Tapley saying single needs singles, an S at the end.
Thank you, Tapley.
I think that solves like the majority of the issues. Singles match only.
All right, we can adjust bonuses and such once we get around. We have 2 strike finishers, right?
yes, sir.
This one came out awesome.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I love this one.
Okay, well. Kirk saying, please put a comma after match on the sub.
When you say Kirk, which Kirk do you mean?
Michael
This
Kirk.
is Michael.
Michael.
Technically, they're both going.
If stopped,
Yeah,
and
they
this is a singles match, the crowd leader is now a tables match until the crowd. Where's the comma?
Where does the comma go after if it's
After
After-
match, and
after-
and this
singles
is a
match.
singles match, comma.
So,
I mean, you could flip a coin. It could be like one of those Goosebumps
Sorry.
choose your own adventure books, but it's like choose your own Kirk.
So you need to put the stop logo. No, this is not a
No.
stop.
No.
This is if stopped. Yeah. Okay.
No, Hood, you are not going to eat this chocolate.
He's
Chocolate.
saying that's what you think.
Let's do, babe.
The 3-month-old puppy's not allowed to have
What
chocolate.
is this one called?
The grapple. Okay, so in chiropractic, what we're looking for and what we correct are misalignments, and we refer to them as subluxations. So this finish is called spinal suplexation.
Like this?
Exactly like yep, exactly like that.
Can't spell a regular word to save my life, but nails suplexation, baby. Let's go. What about an effect on this? What
You know,
if it
technically,
was
I don't
like
really-
if this was a
I don't have
tables
one
match,
for this.
do
You
something
go
pretty
crazy.
nuts,
You
know?
go for it.
What if it
I got
had a
nothing for
bonus
this.
if it was a tables match?
Okay, I like it. Let's go. Let's see. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it would be like the death choke, but obviously I don't think you want to add a death choke to
No, I
grapple.
don't want. I don't want.
Not at a grapple.
If I want a death choke, I could just play. I could just play
Death choke.
Pretzel Wizard. I don't want a death choke personally.
All right.
Again, I'm supposed to be adjusting, not choking. It's two different actions.
This match is a table match.
Dude,
I don't know. If your finish roll is +1, is that way too good?
I don't think so. If it's just 5,
No.
3 to the 5, 1 to the 8. And
Doesn't
you know,
who the other one, the lady is if you have a table in play, it's plus you may re-roll your finish roll or something, right?
I think so. So reroll on a finish roll is not bad either.
Oh, I love it.
Would you rather re-roll or +1? I mean, the +1 might be more killer. It's kind of like you can't go wrong either way. Because if you actually make it a tables match, you could auto kill, right?
Right.
So,
So your power goes from 5 to
and you
9.
also you could use the Tyler Rich, which is kind of cool, right? This is now
Right,
a tables
exactly.
match.
Your 5 goes to a 9. Your 8 goes to a 10. And then 6 and 7 goes 7 and 8. Your 9 and 10 go to a 10 and 11. So
I mean, it's up to you. I think that the effect is kind of cool, but we don't have to. If you prefer a reroll, I mean,
Mhm.
this would go 10 to an 11, 9 to a 10,
8 to
Uh,
a 10,
8 to a
8 to a
10,
10.
7 to an 8, right?
yep.
6 to
6
Yeah,
6,
to
5 to
Plus 1
9.
is fine. I think that's fine.
needs an S after tables.
Tables? Yeah, I was wondering that. Thank you for pointing that out.
If it's anything like he's playing back curtain, he will roll strike.
Should it be if this match has table in the name? Give it a little TLC perk?
Yeah, why not?
There you go. There's plenty of
Well,
those in ACCW.
This match has
Get rid of the is.
thank you. We got the A team of editing today. My God, this is not like having Pagillo on here.
Oh, also, obviously, the grapple and sub are fashioned after Kurt Angle, which is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Nice. That's why you
Kurt
have neck
Angle
as
is
a keyword.
absolutely incredible.
Neck as a
Peak
keyword.
chiropractor here. Kurt Angle was phenomenal. Actually, AJ Styles, one of his promos, which was really good. He
Sorry, yelling at my dog.
he compared Logan Paul to Kurt Angle, which pissed a lot of people off. But I think
Ooh.
he's
Wow.
not
Oh yeah,
the
they're
worst.
not gonna like that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he said he hasn't seen like somebody naturally be an athlete since Kurt Angle, which is high praise, right?
Yeah, I see what he's going for as far as an athlete and a worker. Yeah, I see what he's going for.
Doesn't mean I like it.
The grapple finish. Is there 2 L's in suplexation?
Don't steal this from me, okay?
So-
this is the chat. This is not me, Steve.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the second L doesn't need
Yeah.
it. It's not
Yeah,
suplexlation.
You can take the second L out. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
suplexation.
All right, first strike.
Wait, so go back to that one real quick. I just also, you don't need the after table. You don't need the
Oh, that's supposed to be a
colon.
quote. yeah.
colon. Yeah, that's it.
All right, first strike.
Okay. First strike is called totally violent adjustment.
I want to cover that handsome face again.
I'm gonna put Jason on here not because I love Jason, but one time I played against NY Phenom and the person won 6 turns in a row and played all 6 finishes in a row, and I was like, all right, what's going on here?
Yeah, you're gonna get the receipt for this.
This kind of looks like almost a Bronco Buster, based on where
Yeah.
the legs are.
Yeah, it's modeled after Adam Cole dropping the knee into the back of the head.
Oh yeah, Adam Cole's finisher, nice.
What does he call that? Does he have a name for that? No.
It keeps changing, so I honestly not sure. Because at first it
Is
was Here
he,
Comes the
uh,
Boom. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
what it's called now.
is
This
he
is
still with
shit.
AEW? I haven't followed AEW.
Yeah,
for a while.
he's a he's a TV champion.
Yeah, he's one of their champions right now.
I'm a big fan of it, but I
Like-
just haven't been out of touch.
AI says it's still called the Shining Wizard or the Last Shot. The Last Shot's what he calls it. That's what he calls it.
Tapley saying it's the boom now.
The boom.
The boom.
Okay,
Playing the boom.
totally violent adjustment. Was that it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is it.
Okay,
The TVA guy is always putting the
always putting that
totally
guy-
violent. I love it.
TVA.
I mean, it's the best way to make it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I love it.
I mean, you saw all my names. All my names were.
No,
Oh.
I'm not being sarcastic. I actually
No.
I do love it. Like it's
No,
sick.
I do. It is
Yeah.
pretty cool. I didn't catch the TVA.
Yeah, I would have business meetings
I
or
mean,
anything
listen,
like that.
sometimes that is what goes
we
on.
didn't pull up Indeed.com and have interviews. It does happen.
Right.
I think this is the first year we didn't have like a substitute, right? We were just
Yeah,
I mean,
there
we've
was no
used
substitute.
Kibby, we've used oh my God, why am I blanking on so many different people?
Chibi. No, it's
And
just
the
Chibi.
Harm City Hitman, right? We had one year.
No, we didn't have Mechie. No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I don't know, Schmidt. I'm not sure how confident I am in your shores.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Harm City Hitman. Was he on my? Maybe he's on my
He was not part of the
Uh,
team.
Olympic
Tell you.
team.
It was
I feel like we've had hired guns before, and it wasn't just
have.
Paul Trejo.
Norseman.
Oh boy, we scraped low on the barrel. Do we have an effect for this one or no?
That's a Rising Star finalist you're talking about.
Mm.
You should put some respect on the Rising Star phenom here.
I don't have an effect cooked up for this one. There are, I mean, if you want to borrow an effect from one of the characters I play, like I like Kota Ibushi, I like High Roller, that kind of thing.
High Roller was a genius pick, by the way.
It was almost our first overall pick.
It's like, would it be too weird to say like, I don't know how you would gauge that. I was trying to think of something that was like stop any finish that has like 2 card numbers or something, but I don't think that makes too much sense. To hit like your Thunder Drivers and like your
to specifically screw over New York Phenom.
Yeah, I just was thinking. All right. So you said you like Kota Ibushi, right?
Yeah.
And who else? And High Roller?
High Roller's one, yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Stop a card would grab with a table in the name, just actually screw over some of these table characters.
I heard through the grapevine that the big blind was your card that you liked, right? Was that true?
Which one?
What was the finisher? The big blind?
Oh yeah, the big blind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever run all in? I don't, because the casino comp is just so good.
No, I never ran all in just because if I'm in Stivs, the casino comp gives you a natty overkill, and plus copying a card is really fun. So I never ran. I do like it though.
Yeah. So what did you typically run? Big blind, casino comp, and did you
big
run
blind casino comp, and then I ran the sub where you just. I ran that sometimes. Mainly ran the flip one, whichever sub that is.
The Texan Hold'em, yeah, flip 3, shuffle 1.
Texas Hold'em, that's the one.
He ran the sub the one time he played tag because he could get an 11 in tag.
No. Can't have that.
I'll tell you one thing. Sergeant Yoga, no good at tag. It's like having a second 7 in the tag match does absolutely nothing.
That's true.
Ever.
When you finish as
like
bonkers.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Here comes the rain. Nice.
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my puppy is going ape in the other room.
We can't.
Okay, good. I'm pretty sure the big dog has the antler and is not letting it go.
Oh, speaking of Sergeant Yoga, I think it's taken a few days, but I think I'm fully recovered from the witch magic that completely ruined me.
The witch magic was after, but it definitely. I tried all ends of the galaxy.
I think some anachronistic effects happened because something came over. I don't know, man.
Definitely felt insane the way that you didn't roll below a 9 against me either. Knew something was up.
Dude, honestly, I just had like a crazy run. Pulverino says that the Super Show community is due for 1 miracle a year. So I don't know if we have 2 with the Matt Haas win or what, but
no,
I think the miracle was on spinning.
I mean, one man's miracle was another man's changing of the guard. They say.
Yeah. So Coda has. When this card is you discard pile and you roll special return roll, you can shuffle this card into your deck. That's real good. Oh, I don't think that's needed. If your opponent breaks out, you may put this card into play.
Nacho Man. Paul loves Nacho Man too, so
you like Nacho Guy?
Oh yeah, I had a big run with Nacho Guy. I enjoyed him.
There's nothing really.
All right, give me 1 second. I just gotta check. Sam, just let me know something about the kids. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. You guys cook for a second.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Coda draw 1, flip 1, add 1. It's not on the strike, but there's nothing wrong with that effect.
Oh, the Golden Star Bomb.
Yeah.
Let me look at back hurting. Whoa, what back hurting stuff we got?
I'm actually building him right now. Let me
I mean,
Hey, how about
Wait a minute,
trouble on little Spina
can we
Well,
get
with your
back?
keywords?
Can we get back hurt and reprinted, but with Paul on it? So
He's getting foiled, but not.
Oh, wait a
yeah,
minute.
you're welcome,
we can,
folks.
we can get back hurt now. Sweet.
He's gonna be foiled. Yep, I have.
Yes.
I put them. I did the community a favor. And said, "Here comes back hurting."
I mean, Slade, if you ever want to borrow him for locals, you know, I'll let you borrow him.
Yeah.
Grapple binder.
Yeah, I think. What do you think about that, Paul? Back trouble on little Spina. Unless you roll your power or strike for your finish roll is +1 for each card you have in each of your keywords in play.
I mean, we could.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that. That could work. I will absolutely roll strike, but you know, other than that,
listen. That's also part of the meme.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not get it twisted. I have methods to my
every-
madness.
I will not.
every time I
foil
play the
Scorpio.
card, everyone's like, "What does this card do?" I was like, "Well, if I don't roll tech or strike, you're dead." And then I roll tech. I'm like, every time.
Big Scorpio guy.
People asking to foil a Scorpio. I'm waiting for foil Mimic and foil.
Foil TVA commissioner. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy. I've been waiting a year for one of those and 6 months for the other.
Yeah, but Paul, on this one though, your strike is
It's the same as back hurting, isn't it?
No,
No.
that
Oh yeah, it's 5. It's 6 instead of 5.
it's a 6 instead of a
You're
5.
moving on up.
it is a slight improvement, I will admit.
Yeah, I mean,
But your tech's a 9 though, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but you know how it is. I'll never roll it again.
yeah, it'll adjust. Yeah, it'll adjust.
It'll adjust.
Dude, there is a foil Funtime Bob.
Yeah, there's a foil new Funtime Bob, not
Yeah,
not
not the
foil
original.
OG.
Yeah.
He wants the finishes.
Yeah. No. Good luck. No, not doing it.
Black Friday, I'll name some sales off, buddy. That's when I foil stuff.
Yep.
I'll never get them, but that's when I foil stuff. I did get my foil Freeze Don't Move, although I feel like that had to do with the fact that it was Kirk Polka's art. So that's why it got done.
I mean, that's possible.
I mean, that's how you do it, Drew. That's how you finesse the system.
That's why I think Mimic will get to me before the TBA commissioner, because it is somebody else's art, not mine.
So
Why you go ahead and foil Cosmic Woolcutter so people think it exists?
seriously,
Fake card.
so I'll tell this to people. If you have a competitor you're looking for and you're not seeing it anywhere, I'm not talking like AJ. I'm not talking about those big hitters.
No.
I'm talking about
A reasonably priced competitor.
A reasonably priced competitor, and you haven't seen it in a while in the trade group, like foil it.
Foiling it is cheaper. Yes.
Foiling is cheaper. I can tell you this right now. I've been
And they're back to the good foils, so
Yes.
Yeah.
How
much is foiling? 200?
It's
350?
No. So if you want to foil a competitor, you have to. I think it's you buy 3 foiling Super Show card.
I think it's
$180.
buy 4 and you get 1 free, 1 additional card.
Yeah.
Because when I foiled Mimic, I bought 4 and I also foiled Gat's Twist Kick.
Yeah. So they did foil the face card for Mysterious, original Mysterious. So regular Mysterious is one of those you can't find anywhere.
I got a Mysterious from the trade group.
I have one as well too. Signed by Mysterious. That's very
Ooh.
rare.
I need to use my Real Beater contacts. Maybe I can get those signed.
Like if you have a competitor, like for example, good one is El Scorpio that Ron said. You can't really find that on trade group. So if you really want a copy of it, foil it. I did it for Rage because I really wanted Rage. Rage is a really good competitor. One of my favorites. So myself and Babata split it, and we also foiled Chaos as well too. And we gave
I've been
it
meaning.
to, yep.
Oh,
So
sorry.
what were you saying?
I was gonna say I've been meaning to rebuild Scorpio. I've got him right here. I won a tournament with him. I won Border Wars with him, and then I just like randomly stopped playing with him. I haven't played him since Project Spider's been a thing. Randomly,
Wow.
I love him.
Ron Rumble, see, he has one more comp to buy. Are we getting Hippie? You putting that Hippie in?
Yippee!
If not, I will.
All right, we're back. What'd you guys kick up? Anything good?
So there was a question amongst the chat here and amongst the group about foiling a competitor. What is the cost of it?
What the hell, Schmidt?
I answer that question first. I have been cooking on the strike, but that was a question that popped up.
It is buy 3 get 1 free. So whatever's listed on there. Three foil a card.
Okay.
Wait,
Next
it's buy
up.
3?
Yeah.
You told me 4, you jerk.
Why would you get 1 free then?
You
That would
told me
make
buy the competitor, you get 1 free. So that's why I foiled Mimic and got Catch Twist Kick. Whatever, you got me.
No, I think you misunderstood. But
I'll go through our messages in a bit, but we'll focus on Paul first.
yeah, I mean you can pull that up. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh boy.
All right,
let's do this.
So one of Paul's favorite competitors that he is known for playing is Back Hurtin. Like he had the Back Hurtin triad at Grand Gathering with Mad C and Allergy. And I was thinking, since he is a keyword competitor, why doesn't he get back trouble on Little Spina? So it's unless you roll 5 or 6 for your finish roll is +1 for each keyword you have in play.
Yeah.
Max 3.
I mean, interesting. Is that what he's looking at? What's the other one he wanted to do?
What other one? Oh, Golden Star Bomb for
Golden
Coda.
Star Bomb, Coda.
Well, he has 2 of them, right?
Yeah, he has 2 strikes, right?
Oh, the other one was a Spotlight, I think. Let's see. I have it. I don't know if Paul went to.
Yeah, the second one's a Spotlight. Yeah.
What was the Spotlight?
Oh shoot. When this card is in your discard pile, either player may bury this card before performing a breakout roll. That breakout roll is +2.
So they could get +2 too?
Correct.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit both. Yeah, spine, neck, or crack.
Spine. Was it crack, neck, or spine on the gimmick?
Yeah, crack. I forget which order, but
yeah, it was those 3 words, whatever the order is.
Crack.
For this, it would be strike or power, because on
Yeah,
back it's
the
at 5
one.
or 6.
I don't know if this is too good. I mean, Back Hurtin. People say Back Hurtin's gimmick is good. It's pretty terrible. It always surprises me that people make it work.
Whenever Paul plays it, he immediately has to go into a steel chain match. Like it's the worst. He played Back Hurtin, did really good, got to Florida, and first round steel chain.
Oof.
Yeah, it was actually one of the worst things I've ever seen. And I've seen a tag team triad match. So,
boss, you'll find this funny. On Dojo, I played against Titan, right, and I was defending the house, and I played Spencer Vance, and he played himself. And so he's power 11, right? And the strike finish for Spencer Vance says if your opponent rolls 10 for their breakout roll, you lose via DQ.
Yeah.
So I picked it up and I just said, and
You don't have
started
a 10.
laughing. I started
You don't have a
laughing.
10.
It was like he didn't have a 10. So I was like, finish strike. You have to roll the 11 to break.
Oh my god.
And I rolled a nat 10. So it was like, all right, so it's either 11 or nothing. And I couldn't lose me a DQ.
That's amazing.
That's
Spencer
that's
Vance,
nasty.
you brought that guy back. I mean, Horse has been on. You gotta give him credit. One heck of a run, man.
Yeah, Horse. He actually, like, I'll say this: he asked for my deck list. He routinely asks me for advice. He said I'm the only person he asks for help for the hardcore matches, and I do give it because like he's very much like Drew did this for me. Because, and it's like, all right, he's not lying about it or whatever. But yeah, Spencer Vance was the guy that I like woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, this guy's a nightmare if you build him right. And then my locals has decided to hate me ever since.
Horse might be up for the Marcelo or Champion of the Year. That's he's
Might-
got a solid run. That'd be pretty epic.
Might be. I think one locals I hit Trey Cantrell with sweet and salty impact drop berry 3, and I thought he was going to punch me in the face. I think I hit him with it 3 times because I ran iconic performance and picked it back up after a board clear.
So suplex. So one Origins, which is coming up soon. I forgot who Pat Mulligan was playing. He looked like he was gonna freaking explode. He was playing a hand destruction deck, and like Pat gets all red in the face. He looks like he's gonna like literally die right there on the spot. And he was so mad because he was playing hand destruction and destroyed everybody's hand, and they were like upset about not having a hand. And I'm like, Pat, why would you play the thing that you hate the most? He's like, to prove it's too good. And he ended up going like 2 and 4 or whatever. But it was just really funny that like optically it looked like somebody destroyed his hand and he was about to implode that he didn't get to play. But he was using it. I forgot what deck he was playing. But one of those like massive hand destruction decks. Which like brings up the huge debate about Stand for My National Anthem. Press 1P will never use Stand for My National Anthem.
He will never, of course not.
Because he's like, well, if I'm playing hand destruction, I go up against a hand destruction deck playing Stand for My National Anthem, then like I'm at the advantage, which is a good point too. But it definitely it helps a lot. I've had so many games where I was like I couldn't get things rolling, and like sometimes that's just the nudge that you need.
If you are going through it with against a hand destruction deck and you can't spec tool, you are screwed.
Yeah. So I think it is a good call.
That's why I always want to play Spencer Vance against Press 1P, man, because he'll never play Impact either, and that grapple finishes mwah.
Yeah, it is different. Again, where you're playing makes a huge difference on what's going on here. Like we do have people who splash Impact his family here or so on and so forth, but not as much as they don't. And that's where like the meta is really come into play, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've gone other events.
On those keywords right there, it says crack neck or power. Change power to spine, and we're good.
Oh, duh.
Oh my god. If he made it power and he basically just got to build like the strike focused Witch's Apprentice deck.
Oh.
Why'd you say something, Paul?
Way more power than spine.
I already said power's not on theme. I have to stay consistent.
This is true. Theme characters get better effects.
We got an American Pope from Chicago, by the way.
Wow.
Pat Mulligan has been elected the Pope.
Break out the Malort.
Just pizza confirmed holy. It's over. The debate is over.
Yeah. Deep dish pizza is now a commandment.
Oh God.
No, he's real Chicago. He'll say tavern style.
Chicago pizza's for everyone.
God.
In Italy.
In Italy, that'd be great. Yeah, right in the middle of Rome.
I'm not sure I've ever had like actual Chicago deep dish pizza.
It's good. There's a place in Atlanta that does good work. What's it called, Paul?
Nancy's.
Nancy's. We love it. Me and Chris go there all the time.
Yep.
Not a
Oh,
fan.
He comes in town and says, "Should we go to Nancy's?" Yep.
I feel like we go to Nancy's or BBQ like every time I'm in Atlanta.
I say, because Paul's there one over by you, or is it one in Alpharetta that you go to?
There's a Nancy's near me. It's like 5-10 minutes down the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pope Aroni says
Whoops.
Princess Anika.
Pepperoni. Damn it. I love telling people that they don't understand that like pepperoni is an American invention and people are just like flummoxed by it.
There's a lot of like dishes where we think are like Italian or Chinese. It's like Chinese food is like American food. There's no
Oh,
sesame
yeah.
chicken in China, you know. Or like shrimp parmesan, I think is one of them. I feel like
Yeah.
in Italy they would never put like seafood and cheese together.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a sin.
They would not do that.
One of the Italian
Yeah, we're
restaurants I
just-
worked at, they actually like sometimes they wouldn't want you to put cheese on the table if they ordered like seafood pasta. You know,
I'm-
which is
I'm-
like people love that. All right, so this was a spotlight, right?
Yes.
When this card is in your discard pile,
Yeah.
either
When this
player
card is in
may-
your discard pile. Yeah, either player may bury this card before performing a breakout roll. That breakout roll is +2, or whatever is a more effective way to word that. Because the premise is an adjustment's supposed to help, so both players can use it.
when this card is in your discard pile,
You or
I-
your opponent, says Bob.
Yeah,
When this
I
card
brought
is-
that up to Bob that it should be you or your opponent that since this should be targeted.
well, I think this wouldn't be targeted if it's opponent, right? Because like this is the person you're hitting it on, right?
Right.
Oh,
You
I
or
see.
your opponent.
It's a tunnel.
When this card is in your discard pile during a breakout roll, should it be?
You or your opponent, so it works correctly in multiplayer, says Big Bad Bobby D.
When this card is in your discard pile during a breakout roll, you
Well,
or your
let's go by
opponent may
po-
bury this card.
He's going by Pope Leo.
Leo the 14th.
It's before or after?
Should it be before?
I feel like they both have pros and cons, right? Like, if it's before, they might miss and give you your finisher back. If it's after, they're never gonna miss, right?
Should
But you'll
be,
also
Bob's saying it should be before, to be fair.
okay. When this card is in your discard pile, before a breakout roll, your opponent may bury this card to add +2 to the next breakout roll. Right? That's what we're going for. And what's
Yeah,
the name of
that's
this?
my
Yep.
that's my intent. Yeah,
What's the name of this?
tool assisted adjustment.
When he does that the whole shebang and then it works, it is insane. He did that against Harvey Luster in a Deep South title match, did
Yeah,
it against me
it
in an
was great.
Underworld.
And the art is modeled after the Golden Gun, which I enjoy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a big Golden Gun guy.
I was trying to find a synonym for adjust with B. I don't think there is an appropriate one.
Yeah, because I love the finish, but also some people know this, some people don't. But I also have a long history of speedrunning GoldenEye and Perfect Dark for the N64, and they have golden
No
guns for
way.
those games.
He
Do
is
you really?
he is an insane speedrunner.
Yes,
I
really.
I randomly one night was watching Mario 64 speed runs, which I don't know why, but it's so cool to see it, you know.
What was it one night, Paul? So we were talking and we randomly bet you that you couldn't do Link to the Past in like a few hours.
Yeah, you said the bet was I couldn't beat Link to the Past in 2 hours. I did it in an hour 50.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was like, and this is the kind of stuff my friend group. It was like, yeah, just a bunch of dudes, 1 o'clock at night. We were just sitting down and watching him play this Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for an hour and 50 minutes, just for a bet.
Jesus.
Hey man, when I show up and say any gamers, I'm certified.
Actually, yeah.
Michael Kirk saying this would be after the finish roll and before any of the 3 breakout rolls on the straight finish, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
So I was thinking you put on the grapple finish, bury 1 card in your discard pile. So like the combo would be you could get rid of the spotlight.
Get rid of the spotlight. That's neat.
Would that
Okay,
make
yeah,
sense?
that sounds fine.
This card is, what bonuses would this get? This is a weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
I feel like it should have something good in. I don't know.
Maybe an overkill.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
barely got
too
the words,
plus 2
often.
so I
matter.
didn't worry about the numbers on it.
It's not too often you have a spotlight that help your opponent. You know.
Wow. First American Pope elected.
First
Yep.
American Pope elected.
My boy Bobby P from Chicago.
Chicago, let's do it.
And he has just emerged on the balcony.
This is happening in real time.
This is real time, brother. It is 7.
Can we confirm it is not Pat Mulligan? Please?
Yes, I can confirm it's not Pat Mulligan.
Just hearing the first words of Pope Leo the
He chose Leo the 14th when Pope Bobby the First was right there.
As we listen to his words.
Zig when they zag, that type deal.
Would +5 to strike do this justice? Playing it over the other one. I think that with the grapple finish, maybe, right? Like
+5 to the 5s, or +5 to the 6 is fine. And
the
that
other
way,
one
Yeah,
is
I don't see an issue with that.
could throw the harmless +1 to power on it. Oh, that makes a difference.
I'll just say Val did an amazing job on all this. I'm so happy with how this turned out.
are we gonna pixelate Johnny Korea's face, or we just gonna leave it?
Let us go. Do you want it? Yeah.
I think oh man.
Leave it
So
as
there
the
was
inside.
there. Tapley just DM me. The sub finish.
All right.
It's Paul sub finish says table match, not tables match.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. Needs to be corrected to reflect the name of the crowd meter.
Oh yeah, so just put an S in there.
Yeah. Please pixelate this. Please pixelate this. Please yeah, do it. Fragment.
That'll be hilarious.
Wait for it.
Like that?
Oh yeah, baby.
Like just the mouth would be the ideal thing, because like he's normally making like X-rated noises whenever he gets adjusted.
We got an American Pope before GTA 6.
That's good.
Here come the memes.
Or before Hollow Knight Silk Song, if we're honest.
Gamer.
Jeez.
That's funny to me, Paul. How do you?
What?
So he pixelated the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's Do you like it or no? You will funny. It's your card, your competitor.
No, it is funny. I do like it.
Okay, that's why I want to make sure
funny.
before we finalize it.
No, it's fine. It's the first time that the head hasn't been pixelated, but so the mouth works fine.
When this card is you just gonna pile for a breakout roll, you or your opponent may bury this card to +2 your breakout roll.
Oh, Bovada's here. Anyway.
Is this more? You think it's playable enough compared to the other one?
Let's see.
I mean, the other one's stronger as a finish. This
Well,
has
you
more
take-
utility.
Opposite. I mean, it's a flat +4 as opposed to when you have to go. Yeah. I don't know if it like you just sneak a +1 power in there. Doesn't really help much, but I could be wrong, but like it seems like the only card that can also help your opponent, right? I mean, it could whiff, right? But
Good.
Yeah. If he hits
Good,
that
I
6 to
mean,
an 11, he's just like, all right, better use it. Or no, he can't use it. It's in play. What am I talking about?
yeah. Oh,
I mean, the only
Oh.
other way to go with it, instead of a sneaky +1 to power, you'd have to like make it +1 to attack. But I think it's fine this way as well.
all right. This is. Let me just save.
Helps
this
your opponent,
correctly.
but if you're in the passive barrier, they're giving you your finish back.
Yeah, I mean, giving them the finish back when I might have lost doesn't seem like the most. Tool adjusted. What was it called?
Tool assisted adjustment.
Uh,
But yeah, I think in one of the categories for Perfect Dart, if I make it to November, I'll have been the champion of it for 5 years.
Wow.
where do you play
So-
competitions for that?
It's online. You just record gameplay and upload it.
He's also a massive, like a very good fighting game player too.
How good would you say you're at James Bond?
I mean, I like
Goldeneye.
I like my chances.
Better than
Oh.
you.
I will challenge you to a match.
Oh Jesus. Boss.
Well, I get to pick
Grand
the
Ga-
weapons and the board. That's it. One
Grand
time.
Gathering.
I haven't played in a very long time.
I'm giving you time, Grand Gathering.
I mean, I would love to do it just for fun anyway. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, we just
Even
do it
if I
just
got
for kicks.
destroyed, it'd be great.
I'll bring Marvel.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do.
You probably will.
Yeah.
At both of these games, you will probably get destroyed,
I don't know. I'm pretty good at Marvel.
bro.
Marvel what?
Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, I'm
You do.
terrible at that game. I love it, but I'm terrible.
Schmidt, I do not like your chances. I will actually bet against you with no fear.
That's fine. You can listen. Look what happened with Faction Wars. Everyone
This-
bet against us.
This doesn't involve dice, and I like and this is a much bigger
right.
mismatch.
Let me ask you something, Paul. What do you play?
Nova Spencer Taskmaster.
Okay, I'm big body, so bring it.
All right, well, I know what that means, so yeah, that should be fun.
Well, who is that?
That is a Luna Bellatrix alt art.
Oh,
But I do want you guys to help me cook an entrance for the baseball bat cards.
oh, okay.
I had some ideas. What do you think would be a good card to help that line out? I didn't know if like once when you could shuffle back 3 or something.
Just don't let Cheetah pick the games to play. We will never do that ever.
Dude, whatever
boss,
whatever game we played at Grand Gathering was actually the worst video game I've ever played in my whole life by
was-
far.
What was Cheetah? Oh, he's playing COD probably.
No, it was a wrestling game where you couldn't reverse or do any sort of counter. It was just like when I try to do something to you, something randomly happens and vice versa. So it was like no actual playing of the game. You just like basically move your character around.
I have no idea.
Is there something like if you
I
hit
don't even know
if you
how
hit
else to describe it, but it is a pretty accurate description of what was going on. It was by far the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh man, this didn't get edited yet. Plus, maybe it did.
Let's see.
Is there something like if you hit a strike or something, you can do something? Once a match, you can hit a strike, you can, like you said, shuffle back 3 or something, or 3 ball, or a card with ball in it or something, or I don't know if there's any ball.
A baseball entrance? Well, let's see the art.
I actually have to edit this art a little bit,
Oh,
which is unfortunate.
unfortunate.
I think you requested switching it to a smart car, which I thought was done. But apparently it is not.
What the hell?
Kind of looks like a scene from like the Warriors. I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah.
Nick Nemesis.
Let me look at what bat cards do. So I will probably bring a projector so we can watch Paul get embarrassed. So, alright. Where's the 10, Paul? Oh, he's away.
I think he's gonna destroy you, Schmidt. And I mean that honestly. I think I'm also gonna get destroyed. I just know that there's like one really, really cheap strategy that if you're able to pull it off, it's way too good. And I did it once against somebody, and I think we were playing like till 20 kills, and he was up like 14-0, and I was able to like get to that place and kill him.
So the baseball bat idea is, I have an idea, is your text on your baseball bat cards, instead of, if it has baseball in the bat name, add that card to your hand, you may reroll.
Come on, Schmidt, take a second, think about
I'm
what you want to
reading.
say. You're scrambling my brain right now.
Your fish, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has baseball bat in the name, you may reroll your baseball bat in the name. Add that card to your hand. You may reroll your next turn roll. So something to do with that.
You can make it trigger off top or bottom. Reveal top or bottom.
Yeah.
As like a once per match, or
No, make it twice. Who cares? It's a reroll.
any
Or
draw
hell,
card.
Well, I would say Bob will love that. Bob will play it all day long. Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta get some work done. So
Slade, thank you so much.
Slade.
thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
brother.
hanging out, man.
See y'all later.
Anika posting baseball bat. Let me copy the text and put it in the chat for you.
It sounds like a lot of stuff. I don't. Is it really good having?
There you go. It's in the chat. Denning is winning, says Nika. Are you John P?
Gonna say.
That hurt you though a lot, not having any more bats left.
What?
You said would it hurt you more down the line?
I mean, you would basically just be ensuring that if you gimmick triggered, it would be a baseball bat. Like you would just shuffle all the baseball bats in.
Yeah.
Or whatever stops and whatever you want. I heard through the grapevine somebody messaged me that Jeff was saying that John P was the reason that I was successful, and I was like, oh great. That's why I said I'm about to be checking out pay in person all the time.
So
Okay,
I have a weird question. I get the reference to this. Why does Nick have a blue bat and why is it not red? Anyone get that?
You want to phrase your question? You want me to change the bat to red so it's more Star Warsy?
Yeah,
having
it
the
should
higher,
be.
yeah, having the higher ground. It's one of the biggest quotes in Revenge of the Sith. I don't know if that was the intent, But
I mean, that definitely is the intent, right?
I do find it funny that they're standing on top of the opposite thing, but unfortunately, the red truck is larger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Princess Nika says it was. Okay. All right. So Nick needs a red baseball bat.
You see that picture again, not being political. I thought it was just kind of funny that Trump tweeted a picture on a
Oh yeah, that
May 4th
yeah, the AI.
with a red lightsaber, and not understanding the irony of that.
We all know what the proper saber color is.
What is that?
Purple.
Who had that? Mace Windu?
Yes. Yes.
Anybody else or just Mace?
Just Mace.
Yeah, in the movie's just nice.
Both lightsabers were blue in the scene, to be fair, says Anita. It's true, Colby. It doesn't matter.
All right, y'all. Real quick. I'm gonna have to hop off. I gotta take care of some stuff before lunch. But thank you for this. It was awesome.
Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you. Would it be too good if once per match when you get a baseball bat card, you put a baseball bat on top of your deck? Oh no, that wouldn't be. It wouldn't work because it would be after the text.
I'd bet so much money on Paul right now to win that Marvel match.
Oh,
like the bet you had with Cena winning the Rumble. Just saying.
The worked bet. I cannot believe that people thought that was real when Calais hands me $500.
Sometimes you do you have these
right
weird,
in front of their eyes.
Sometimes you have these like crazy things that happen. When I worked in an auto parts store, there was this guy that used to come in and he was like clearly like HGH'd out.
Yeah.
And there was just a random regular worker there, and he's like he could beat him in an arm wrestling contest, and I think I wagered like $100 or $80 or something that there's no way he could win, and he beat this guy, and he was just in like no shape whatsoever, didn't even look like he ever like worked out in his life. And I'll never forget this is the day I die. I said, how the hell did you beat that guy? And his answer was, I eat a lot of plantains. That was literally his response.
Lots of those, baby.
I eat a lot of plantains. It's like a super powered food. So I don't know. I guess don't judge a book by its cover.
Big plantain guy.
I eat a lot of plantains was his response. All right, so I was just thinking something simple to give this a little perk. Is it once per match if you get a baseball bat, shuffle 3 baseball bats back into your deck, or is that not even that good? Or would it be 3 cards? Like a grand machine that doesn't involve you passing? Is that too good?
I don't think so.
Oh, also, I just realized, can we get the images for Paul's character sent to like me or him?
Yeah. When you hit a card with baseball bat.
Brian, gotta read him that entrance card idea. Where did you send it, Bob?
Oh, for the baseball bat entrance.
Did you win that
foul.
CAC? Who won that? Oh, Ryan did.
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah,
Ryan did in the finals. Call it foul ball twice per match when you reveal the top card of your deck. If it does not have bat in the name, you may shuffle your deck and reveal again. That's what Bob said.
That's actually a pretty cool effect.
I mean, that's not bad too. Like, especially like shuffling your deck can often be pretty good with berry stuff.
I mean, I would keep the name because that's what he wanted, but twice per match. How did he phrase that? I want to just make sure the wording makes sense. When you reveal a card.
Twice per match when you reveal the top card of your deck and it does not have bat in the name. So when you fail the check, you may shuffle your deck and reveal again.
Yeah, he says it could be useful on a bunch of decks. So it's not eccentric on just having a baseball bat deck primarily.
Would it be? I guess not. Yeah, I guess keep the bat in the name doesn't matter too much because the bat would trigger.
Bat, bat, bat.
When you reveal the top card of your deck and it does not have bat in the name, they shuffle your deck and reveal another card instead. So anybody could use this, right?
Yeah, it's free shuffle your deck.
This would let you get a different card with the reveal stops if you want.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right, I'd like it. Thanks, Bob.
Paul also wants to know if he can put in his special request for his vial drivers that he had made. Where
Yes,
my
you
crotch
can.
is, where my crotch is being on fire.
If reveal
Fire
card
card.
is hello there added to your hand. Oh Jesus. Really, Kirk?
Is that from the same scene?
No. But where what's I forget the commander's name standing. That's supposed to be Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's big line is hello there. When he
Hello
drops,
there.
When he drops in on Grievous.
All right. Anything else we had to
No, I will
cover
tell
today?
No, we don't got anything. But next week, I will confirm that we will have Ref Dave here live on ETU.
Whoa,
And then,
nice.
yep. And then the following week, Zach Ashley. The Thursday,
The highest champ in the LFF.
Thursday before virtual grand gathering, we will have Zach.
That's
Ashley.
yeah. I'll be back again.
You can't get rid of this guy.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't get rid of this guy. All the homies keep getting made.
I
I'm
hope we could kick these into.
I'm still waiting to hear back from Chuck about a couple of things. So
He's also requested me, and not the higher class, which is very
His mother
funny.
Chucker.
The mother chucker himself and his wife.
yeah,
Beef.
That's her name, Beef.
Beef mode.
Yeah, beef mode. Yeah,
Beef mode.
that's legit. Been her bit for a hot minute. It's
Beef
so
mode.
funny.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the finished sub, the beef curtains.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Ron says he's got stuff.
When is he coming?
DM me.
Or does he want me to just do it? I
What do you
got this
have?
boy fired up right here. Check this out.
What do you got? Show me what you got.
We got
Show
the
me
chair
what you
finisher.
got.
We got this thing. Where is he?
What the hell is?
A new microphone finished by the looks of it, and that other one.
I feel like that's one of
Is that a new microphone finish?
the coolest are. We
Ron.
got to cook up the brand new pirate here too.
Oh, that's what's this? That's Swaggy's nephew.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Logan?
That's Logan. Yeah,
Dope.
I remember doing. Did I do a logo for him? I think I did. And then a ship. Ron, is that a new mic finish?
You know what? I just have to. Why can't I find Luna? Too many Lunas.
Luna Hollows, Luna Bellatrix.
Luna Bellatrix.
Don't forget the barbed wire cards are on sale now. That's right. Barbed wire cards are on sale, folks.
Be cool to do like the barbed wire one. You may discard it and do it again, and then
Dibs.
Oh,
I have the perfect
Maybe
card
like
for
the
it.
other one, you could bury it.
I have the
are
perfect.
are we
For
offline?
what?
No, we're online still.
Oh, okay. I think it froze on the on the
No,
other screen.
when I can, I will pay for the card because I have the perfect art for it.
For what?
For the idea you just suggested for the barbed wire. They're asking
Oh, cool.
what the barbed wire effect is.
Oh, that would really help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would.
No kidding.
I don't want to misspeak.
Okay.
This one is you re-roll for the baseball bat, right? Baseball bat is you re-roll. This is you add it to your
Yeah.
hand and you may force your opponent's re-roll.
Yeah.
And then the tax is you'll win the bump next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, I gotta update that. My man Joe Williams found it before it was publicly announced. But it's baseball bat line, but you could force your opponent to re-roll.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I think they're going to be very powerful. I mean, card advantage plus a re-roll could be insane. I mean, those are like two of the best effects, right? They draw off themselves and might win you the next turn roll.
A new pup got picked faster than Shadur Sanders. That's tough.
Huh.
Faster than TVA foils have been created.
Huh.
Mm. Oh, absolutely. Especially TVA commissioner.
He's going for the world record.
Oh, between that and how long vacation commissioner's taken or it took, I was like, oh my god. We have the
I
we have
actually
the
do hate you.
no, we don't believe it's you.
No.
We
Yeah.
think it's somebody with the release schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. One thing is I do have to go in the next 5 minutes.
We're done. I'm just gonna save Bellatrix here.
Okay.
Love the new art.
Those are cool.
She's
Who
kind of
is
cool,
Luna?
right?
Is Luna Bellatrix a person or is that
Yes.
somebody's?
Yeah, she
Okay.
is. She's currently married to King Colt.
That is.
Oh!
That is.
I got a promo on that guy. Maybe today.
Oh, he's a great dude.
Yeah, I've basically just been poking the kings in the chest.
Ladders aren't up yet there, Bob.
Ladders are not up yet. All right, we can say bye, man. I'm gonna just set this up.
All right. Bye, man.